Hi, this is Carolyn Ficklin at CarolynFicklin.com and WelcomeNetwork.com, and we'll continue looking at irregular verbs, English irregular verbs translated into Spanish, and we're now at the verb to drink. But I just want to say a couple things. Number one, when I give you the past form, the past tense, I want you to understand that the past tense form, that is like the did when you do the verb to do, bought when you do the verb to buy, were when you do the verb to be, began when you're doing the verb to begin. That's the form I'm talking about. It's that form. That really has two translations into Spanish. Now normally you're not taught that in the first, second, third year, but it does have two translations. And let me see if I can do this correctly. The first translation is a true past. For example, I ate yesterday, comí ayer, ¿no? Comí algunas tortas ayer, ¿ok? Comí, okay, es un hecho, es lo que hiciste, ¿no? Alright. Now, of course there's comí and then there's comía, right? But that was I was eating or I used to eat, the comía, right? Depending on the context, I used to eat, I would eat, or I was eating. But I'm talking about when you're saying comí. Alright. But ate also has the meaning in Spanish because the past tense, that's why I like to call it the past tense form versus the past tense, because the past tense form is used for the true past, comí ayer, but it's also used for the subjunctive. Si comiera, si tuviera, si pudiera, si hablara. The hablara, the comiera, the tuviera, the supiera, right? All of those are translated. When you translate those from Spanish to English, now Spanish you have a completely different form. Supiera is very different from sabía or supe, right? And comiera is very different from comí, right? And it's a comí for you and comiera. There's two different forms. In English it's not. For example, yesterday I ate some food, right? Yesterday I ate some food. But let's use it if I were to say si comiera algo. Now you would say si comiera, you wouldn't say si comí algo, okay? Because you didn't. That's a subjunctive. In English you would say if I ate something. You see how I'm using the past tense form? Si tuviera $1 billion. No, $1,000,000, because $1 billion is otra cosa. $1,000,000, right? $1,000,000 in Spanish is billion in English, right? It's a billion in English, right? So there's a difference in Spanish saying yo tenía $1,000,000 from si tuviera $1,000,000, right? In English, it's I had $1 billion if I had $1 billion. So that's why I say the past tense form. And if I haven't said it, I've meant to say it. Okay? Sorry if I haven't. Because that past tense does not only use with the actual past tense, but it's also used when you have, we call it the second if clause, when you're talking about an unreal present. Porque si tuviera un millón, pero no tengo, pero si tuviera. And in English you say, if I had $1 billion, I don't have, but if I had. Okay? Let's go. Because that's 4 minutes. Híjole. That's a lot. Okay, so let's look. But I think that's important that you understand that past tense is not just used in the past tense when it actually happened. Okay, to drink, a very important verb, I think. Beber or tomar, all right? And the past tense is drank. Sometimes people would use the past participle as the past tense, but it's incorrect. The past participle is drunk. Some people will say, I drunk a glass of water. It's I drank a glass of water. or I have drank, or I had drank, or I will have drunk. Oop, did I say that? Sorry. I have drunk. Ooh, bad. So it's I have drunk, I will have drunk, I had drunk. Oops. Yep. Talking about other people. Look at me. Alright, so it's to drink, drank, drunk. And drunk also means borracho. Andas borracho, mi hijo, no? Andas borracho. You're walking around drunk, or you're drunk, right? I used to hear that a lot. No, not about me, of course. No, of course not. During my college days, but not about me. Okay, to drive, past tense. To drive is manejar. Okay, to drive, drove, driven. Okay. And be careful, manejar is used differently. In Spanish, I think it's only used like when you're talking about a car or a vehicle. In English, you can also talk about a human being. For example, I can say, he drives me crazy. And in Spanish, it's moverse. No, see. I don't know. I don't think it's me vuelves loco. Yeah. But he drives me crazy. When in Spanish you use one verb, in English, but in English you hear it a lot. He drives me crazy, or he drives me up the wall. Okay, to eat, comer, or consumir. That is comer. Ate, and eaten. To fall, caer or caerse, fell, fallen. But you know, in English you can't say me cae mal. That makes no sense in English. You can't say me cae gordo or me cae gorda. That means you don't like someone. And we use it very differently. But you can't, I know in Spanish they have that expression, oh no, me cae bien, me cae gorda, la muchacha, me cae muy gorda. In English you cannot say that. To fall means, you know, you fall, phew. Or it could also mean to fail, too. Okay, to feed, alimentar, fed. How much time do I have? I got time. To feel, sentir, okay, felt. You can see a lot of these verbs, the past tense and the past participle, but you can't use that as a rule because it's not. To fight, luchar or pelear, okay, fought. And while it's like that, that's fantastic. To fit, quedar bien, a, concordar, you know, you fit, you and a person fit, you know, you get along. Fit, okay, do more. To fly, which is volar, flew, okay, and flown. Flew, F-L-E-W, and flown, F-L-O-W-N. Now, flew is also a homophone. Flew, the past tense, F-L-E-W, of to fly, or flew like, I have the flu, that's F-L-U. Okay, that's not very important. To forbid, prohibir, forbade, forbidden. To forget, forgot. Now, in British English they say, for the past participle, forgot. And in American English you can either say forgot, but mostly we say forgotten. So the British English, it would be to forget, forgot. In American English it would be to forget, forgot, forgotten. You have forgotten me. Me has olvidado? Me has olvidado. No, but you wouldn't say it like that. I don't think you say it like that. Okay, let me give you about one more. To freeze, frozen. You know, I'm going to have to come back because this verb is extremely important. We're talking about the verb to get. Well, maybe I can do it. Conseguir, tener, obtener. But by the way, that's not all. Go to Understanding English Metaphorically. Understanding and Speaking English Metaphorically. Once again, go past all the verb to be's, right? And you will get to the verb to get, and you'll see all the different definitions, but they're in English. The past tense is got, and in British English it would be to get, got. In American English it would be to get, got, gotten. Corralific and corralificum.com.